Okay, you guys. Shout out to Lem Collins, otherwise known as Uber. He knows that this is really tough for me. I would have just put out the video, but the sound quality, for whatever reason, it recorded really garbled. So I have to be kind of doing it this way. That way you guys can kind of see the reaction. So here we go. This is When Is It Time by Lem Collins. Shout out to @scriptwork. And I didn't want to watch this because I had so many plans, but as every day goes by, things keep getting more and more behind, so I need to watch this. It's horrible. You see that? So what we'll do is we'll pause it. Let's see. We'll watch it here.
When is it time? When is it time for what? It seems that people can always tell you when to be quiet, but they can never tell you when it's time to speak up. So many people scared to speak the truth, but I won't be. And yeah, we all know that slavery was supposedly abolished in 1865, yet and still we aren't free. My people were brought from our own country to be beaten, raped, and hung from a tree. Now that same strange fruit is what they use to feed our mentality. Mental slaves. You see, racism is a mind disease that infects us with rage. And the medicine is love, but it's locked in a cage. If we could just unlock our hearts, so many lives could get saved. Get saved. We'll save. We'll save. We will save, but will you save? And I ask, when is it time? When is it time to remember? And when is it time to forget? When is it time for those who tell us to get over it to acknowledge that slavery still exists? They try to act like they don't see it because the way it's disguised. They know the truth is very deep, but they overlay it with lies. Be wise. You gotta look beneath the surface and visualize the struggle before the rise. The struggle before the rise. And how sometimes pride will make you ignore the cries. When is it time for us to realize that this ain't the land of the free because it done cost us so many lives? Cost us so many lives. It done cost us so many lives. I'm just saying, and we still paying. How much blood we gotta give before we out of this debt? And how much money we gotta make you before we earn some respect? Listen, when is it time? When is it time to stop blaming the system? I mean, that's how so many blacks hold themselves back. So when is it time to stop playing the victim? And yes, I know, we've been the victim for so long, that's how we train to react. And the media call us animals, say we on the attack. So when is it time for us to realize that at some point the victim gotta stop playing the victim and fight back? I am not an animal. I'm just a brown-skinned American that's hurting. I'm not black. And yeah, I know that's what they call us, and I even said it myself, but I ain't never in my life seen a black person. I am a person, and we are people. So therefore, the distance between the color of our skin don't have anything to do with us being equals. If you train your mind to see no colors, you'll really see how people are see-through. When is it time to be you? Clear of all the ways we've been taught to hate. What if we could start this world over and clear the slate and not remember what it was? So when is it time to hate the word hate? When is it time for peace? And I ask, when is it time for love?
We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live.
It's so good. It's really good. So it was really difficult for me to watch this the first time. I've seen it a couple times since, just to be prepared, so I wouldn't break down, because it was really, really, really bad the first time I saw this. Let's see, I'm trying to do this. So what I'll do is I'll just forward to my reaction, because the sound, like I said, is so bad. See how it's... So you can kind of see the scenes are just so shocking to me. And of course, Lem and Money were, which is Marcus, were really the first ones here on YouTube to help me, you know, and be here for me. So just seeing this rope around his neck and thinking that people were, men, women, and children were treated that way, it was overwhelming. You can see all the imagery. You start thinking about those trees that people are hung from. You start thinking about that blackface, that Gucci thing. You start thinking about all these, the bombardment of, you know, just images, and why not only do we have to deal with such things in life, but just, you know, just from what Lem was even talking about, there's racism on top of that, and life is already as difficult as it is. Why is there even more underlying layers of hatred? What for? It just, you know, he's saying the truth. When is it time? You know, everybody doesn't want to be uncomfortable. Everybody doesn't want to face this, you know, they don't want to be bothered with it, or they don't want to hurt from it. And it's just like, well, you know, when is it time? When is a good time? It's never a good time, ever. But it's something that has to be said. It's something that has to be brought to light. That's the only way things will get solved. I didn't realize that it was kind of short. It just broke through. That was it. As soon as those few tears started rolling, they just didn't stop. His message just kept replaying and replaying in my mind. And I had more things that I wanted to say, and there was so much that I wanted to talk about, and I couldn't You know, I truly believe that Lem is an artist, because you have to have an artist's heart to do this with such love that you don't become bitter, that you still receive people and you still have this love in your heart, that you see others, you know. And it, oh, man, this just, I could not stop feeling this, and the tears would not quit, that I had to message him, and all I could do was just show, from using my phone to just recording that little snippet of just me breaking down, and he's, you know, he's like, what? You could tell he's like, what is this? Are you all right? You know, he's just like, and I'm like, I can't even talk. I can't even breathe. You know, I just want to let you know that even I had to take a step back from it. I knew it was going to be powerful. I just didn't realize how much. You don't realize the walls that you build up to not feel something. And I mean, within seconds, it was just gone. And that, in this instance, I was glad. It was long overdue.